they struggled to get my blood. On Monday it was nice and quick and easy, and today she tried in where she went before, nothing. So then she tried another vein on my other arm, that came out with nothing. So she ended up calling her colleague in, who then tried another vein on my other arm and got it from there. But yeah, so anyway, it's all done now.
Could I get my sunglasses, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, when we got to London Women's Clinic, Gemma, who we normally see, the nurse, she took us into a room and said, "Did you want to talk?" And we said, "Can do, we don't mind." And yeah, so I asked her what the next step would be, and she said that if today is a negative, then they'll call up and get us in for a week or two to discuss it all with the doctor and discuss how that IVF cycle went. If it's a positive, then they'll want me in a couple of days' time
For another blood test.
For another blood test. And she said what they might also do is refer me on to an early pregnancy clinic, because they'll have a lot more resources there than what they have at their base. So yeah, we'll see.
And then I asked what would happen if we do have a failed pregnancy and have to go for another cycle thing. And I said, would there be any injections? She goes, no, there won't be any injections. It's just tablets and pessaries, isn't it?
Yeah, so she said what would happen is that I'd go in, so it looks like we're going to be missing out April for a cycle, and we'll be doing the second cycle in May.
If it's a negative.
Yeah, if it's a negative. So she said what would happen is I have to go in like I did before on my day 2, where they do an internal ultrasound to check how the lining is shedding and that the ovaries haven't got any cysts on and things. So I have that check again, and she said I'll be put on a week's worth of estrogen tablets, which will stop my ovaries from ovulating, but it will have the estrogen there to increase my lining. I then have to have another scan to see how that's all going, and then when my lining is nice and thick and how they want it, that's when we'll start the frozen embryo transfer again. So yeah,
it's all quite interesting because we didn't know that bit before about what would the next cycle be, because we knew it wouldn't really fall on because they wouldn't be taking any eggs.
Yeah.
You didn't ask, so I was a bit like, oh, why aren't you asking? And it was afterwards because you didn't want to ask.
Well, I felt that they wouldn't want to go into much detail because they don't want me to be put off and be negative about this side of stuff.
But I was thinking if we want to know, they're not going to say no, surely.
Yeah.
So I just thought I'd ask.
No, you did the right thing, and I'm sure Dad watching this would be saying, for God's sake, just ask.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, you did the right thing asking for sure. Yeah, so but she said it's a lot less in depth of a process with a frozen embryo than it is with the fresh cycle that we did, and she was really impressed that we had 3 frozen.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that's great. So yeah.
How do you feel about doing more cycles then, if you've got more?
I feel optimistic for the future cycle.
Yeah. The thing you were worried about more was the injections, weren't you?
Yeah, I was dreading having to go through all those injections and appointments and everything again.
Yeah. So you said there's going to be maximum of 3 appointments to have another blastocyst put back in.
Yeah.
So rather than keep going backwards and forward, there'll probably be an ultrasound, internal ultrasound, I think, to check if the lining's the right thickness, isn't it?
Yeah, I think I can have about 3 or 4 internal checks.
Yeah, well, she did say there'd be 3 appointments. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm actually kind of looking forward to that side of stuff more than.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't enjoy the injections. It was a bit too much.
So at least we've got that
Yeah.
that to know rather than worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, very true. So yeah,
that's
and
it.
now, yeah, I'm on my way home. Well, we are on our way home. Yeah, and she said that we got the results a lot earlier, so she actually ended up calling me about 1 o'clock, about 1:30, yeah, 1:30 on Monday with the results, and she said they came through a lot quicker than they were expecting. She said they normally check for the results just after lunch, but she said she'll keep an eye on things today in case they come through a bit quick again. So, yeah, but she said, you know, if I do get a phone call from them quickly, she said it's not necessarily going to be bad news, you know, just keep an open mind. So yeah, I'm going to get home, do my nails and chill out for a bit.
Good for you.
And wait for the results.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And you'll find out in a minute, because we'll add it to the video,
Yeah.
what the results were.
Yeah. So we'll check in with you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello again.
Hello.
Yeah, so I got the phone call at about 2 o'clock to say that my HCG had dropped. So it's definitely a failing pregnancy. So she told me that my levels, the reason why I got faint positives on the home pregnancy tests was because my level on Monday was 23.1, and she said normally with that they'd like it like on your pregnancy testing that day, they like it to be over 100, so that was low, and then today it came in at 11, so they said it's definitely a failing pregnancy. So she's booked us in for next Wednesday, the 10th at 9 AM for an appointment to discuss the next stage and to discuss everything about this, the first batch of IVF we've had done and how that went, and
and how they feel it was,
how they felt it went as well,
and
so
what it
that'd be
means for the next one.
Yeah. I mean, on the phone she was saying that, you know, there's a lot of positives to take from this. She said also as well that it could have failed for a whole number of reasons, like it didn't implant properly, or it stopped growing because there are problems with it, or something like that. So it could be anything that caused this. But yeah, I must admit, I think because I've had a couple of days to come to terms with all that, I feel a bit more positive. And like I prepared myself for that result anyway, but it's hit you a bit harder than it has me.
Yeah, it just made me quite sad and angry, and yeah, just like we went to all that effort, and
all the injections,
and the injections worked. Everything they done worked. It's just we got to this point, and then it's like all that effort and energy. And it's not gone to waste, because all that's gone wrong so far is from the point of it going in 2 weeks later, it didn't do anything. But my head's like, we've done all that other stuff, and we still can use.
We got 3 little legs.
We've got 3 legs left from that, which is fine. It's just.
It's just frustrating.
I think trying to get you to be more positive about the whole of last week.
Got you being a bit more positive.
I suppose I had to just be a bit more positive looking, but then I wasn't being negative or positive about it. I was being quite neutral.
You were being neutral.
But yeah, and even when I saw the test the other day, I was like, oh no, that's it. It's not happened. But I still had to be like, oh no, it doesn't mean it's not. And you were quite positive about those tests.
Yeah.
But yeah, something else happened between. Like you feeling sad, and then I felt happy, and then it was the other way round. I can't remember what day that was, but yeah, it always seems to be the opposites with us.
Yeah, it does. I think it's Monday where I said to you I just feel really sad about it all, and he said, well, we haven't been given any bad news really yet. But I think because as well, because obviously I'm the one going through the pain of it all. I'm the one who's having to see it all.
You know exactly.
That deep down I knew what that result was.
Yeah.
Whereas I think you're able to separate yourself from it a bit. Not that you want to, it's just...
Yeah, I'm
the way
going
it
to see
is.
how I feel tomorrow. If I don't feel any different, I'm going to maybe speak to the counsellor, just have a chat and see what they say. Because obviously they've been through a lot of this, so they know how it affects people differently.
Yeah.
It might be quite good to speak to them anyway, just to see what they think.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah.
I'm sure by tomorrow I'll be fine, but at the moment, I just
feel a bit despondent.
Yeah. Just couldn't give a damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
About anything
I'll
else.
Get that. Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah. I know.
Nothing else really matters at that point.
No. Yeah. Yes, I've been told to stop taking all the medication that I was on. The pessaries. That's all got to stop now.
At least next time you don't have to do the injections.
Yeah, at least we know it's tablets next time and pessaries, and I should be alright. And yeah, so we got this month off. What are we going to do with our time?
So it'd be around the 1st of June we'd get a test date, wouldn't it?
I think so, yeah. Around the 1st of June would be test date. But obviously it depends when my period comes, because I don't really know how this cycle's going to work.
They could wait another month after that. They might do a few blood tests and find that, oh no, it's not ready yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't know. So
We'll
yes, it's definitely affected us differently.
Yeah.
Should I say how you hung up the phone to me earlier?
I did my bye on the end of this. I was like, oh, I've had the phone call. I
No,
told
you were
the
more
results.
like, oh, we've had the phone call. Yeah, it's come up as a failed
It's
pregnancy.
dropped again, so it is a failed pregnancy.
It's like, and then you were saying something else, and as we went to say bye, you went bye, and I was like, why are you so happy about this? It's like you're so cheery and happy.
Well, I think it's because, in a way, it's a bit of relief for me that my thinking was right, and
and that you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, what?
Yeah.
That's what got me more. I think you being so upbeat. Yeah, like me trying to help you be upbeat the past week, and it didn't really work. And then you're just like, no, it's a negative. It's like, yeah, attitude. And I understand why, because we've got the next step, and it's going to be easier for the next step.
Yeah, I mean, I must admit, on the phone call, my heart did sink, but that's going to be understandable. But then at the same time, you know, there's obviously something wrong with that embryo, so let's move on to the next one.
The other thing that annoyed me a bit was I left my phone on loud to wait for the phone call. So every so often, because everyone was chatting on WhatsApp, I'd get a ba-ding, ba-ding, and because it was on silent on WhatsApp, it was just vibrating. So I was thinking, oh, so I kept looking at those, and it's like, no, just everyone be quiet. I just want to hear a phone call.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the vibrating was a phone call, and then when it did ring, it didn't vibrate. It just rung at a very low volume.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. So we're gonna chill out tonight. It's just us two and the cats, and
We're gonna be sensible, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna go off and drink and stuff like that. I'm not that sort of person anyway.
No.
But yeah.
Just treat it like a normal day.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it's been raining here, hailing.
Yeah,
It's 4
really
degrees.
bad hail. Yeah, 4 degrees.
And the pigeons
which
were
is
flying
nice.
around, so that's why I've been looking about.
Yeah. And I pulled a face earlier because I suddenly had Twitch go, eh? Where he was obviously talking to the birds.
Oh yeah, he's sniffing through the door.
Yeah. It's a funny thing. Anyway, we'll leave this here. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
It might feel different tomorrow.
Yeah. So, see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Shut up.